Well, hello there, everyone. It is your lovely host here once again. It is Team Rai. Anyway, have you seen the very first video of the day? Probably not. What are you waiting for, people? Go check it out. Anyway, I do have social media accounts. I will discuss it after this subject. So let's get this bad boy started. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some meat, or grab some drink, or maybe you want to look at a villain. Here are my thoughts, my opinions on the subject, and of course, the article will be down below, or the link will be down below. Once again, there will be a link. Let's get into this. Now, probably you know or don't know that Jeff Hardy will be a guest on the Broken Skull session. Of course, Austin is the host with the most. This should be a very interesting discussion, what Jeff Hardy had to say. Probably he's going to discuss about his past, and maybe he's going to discuss, about his injuries and why he left WWE in the first place and other stuff. I doubt it. He's going to mention TNA. Maybe, maybe not. So, here it is. On Wednesday, WWE official announced that Jeff Hardy will be the next guest on the Broken Skull Session podcast with Stone Cold Steve Austin. The episode is expecting to air on Peacock on Thursday, November 25th. So all the information will be down below. So it will be on Christmas Day. Thanksgiving Day. So that is delightful. You can watch it anytime on Thanksgiving Day. Probably you're not going to watch it that day, but probably you're going to watch football. You're going to have family over, or you're going to go to your family's house, cousin's house, whatever. So this is going to be very interesting. Probably he's going to discuss on the Willow character, if that's possible. They're bringing in the W Universe. If that happens, I guarantee W's going to screw it up like they did with delete his brother Matt Hardy. You know, it did not really work out very well, in my opinion. It worked out very well in TNA. W just screwed it up, for my opinion. But what do I know? Anyway, all the information down below. So once again, it'll be, if you're wondering when is Jeff Hardy is going to make an appearance on Austin Podcast on Peacock and the W Network, it all depends where you live. I guess if you live in UK, you get the W Network. But if you live in America, it's only Peacock. That's so stupid, but whatever. It's the 25th on November for Thanksgiving, so that is awesome. I don't know if you're going to watch it that day or you're going to wait a couple days. So let me know down below if you have any desire to watch Jeff Hardy on Austin Podcast. You know, I would just want to hear his thoughts about his status. Maybe he's going to discuss when he's going to retire and when is his contract going to retire. When is his contract is going to expire. And I was wondering if he's going to join with his buddy, Matt Hardy. His brother, I'm sorry. So all the information down below. Sorry if I kind of mess this video up. So have a good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Peace out. Let me know if you can watch the November 25th, when Jeff Hardy appears on Austin Podcast on Peacock and the W Network. Let me know if you're going to watch it or you're going to skip this one. It should be very delightful.